Hey everyone, welcome to April's from our scrap bin. And today we're going to do something a little bit different. I am going to be using the scraps of my Bloom Street collection. I've been working with Bloom Street for quite some time now, and I have quite a few scraps. You see them right there. And I'm going to be using this to do my 52-week traveler notebook pages. So I just wanted to show something a little bit different, some way that you can use your scrap in a smaller project. So for me, I work in a traveler's notebook to do the paper issues 52-week challenge. And basically, what the 52-week challenge is every week of the year, you have a picture and some journaling so that when you look back, you can have kind of a memory from every week of the year. And it's a little bit easier for me than like Project Life. I know a lot of people do Project Life, and I think that works for people because they have more pictures or they have more things going on. For me, we tend to do like a lot of stuff every other weekend, or we kind of do the same things, and it didn't really work for me to do Project Life, and it's also just not my style. But this project is an easy way for me to do this. So I have done it for this is my third year, and I really find just kind of this memory to be something that's good for me to kind of look back on. So this is week 15, and week 15 happened to be Easter. So you're seeing me put, so the one thing I do every time is I put the week number. So that's week 15, so I know that 52. And then I try to put a title. Now I'm doing Easter. These Bloom Street thickers were the ones that had the florals on it. And I've really struggled to try to use these simply because you saw you can't put them on the floral paper because they, kind of uh, fall in. You can't see them; they blend in too well, and they're not a solid color, so they're just an odd thicker. And I think anyway, so I use them a lot to kind of fill in things or do different words, and I've used quite a few of them. So this is me just using them. So here's another thing I do a lot for my 52 weeks is I use cut aparts and Project Life cards. I use a lot of Project Life cards in my 52 weeks, and I use them to what I'm doing here, which is to cut out a phrase. I use them for journaling. It's a really good project for those kinds of scraps that you may have. So there is going to go right there. So I have Hello Easter. The hello was from the other set of word phrases that came with that kit, as was the butterfly on the lower left. This picture is just a cute picture of us with bunny ears at a brunch we went to for Easter. This is a part of a cut apart. I think that I had already used part of that card, and instead what I'm doing is I'm just kind of building a journal spot. And that just allows me to kind of put a little journal spot and make it fit the space. You know, doing these projects is all about just finding ways to use up your stash and have it fit the space. And I think that's the exciting thing about traveler's notebooks. And I really have enjoyed using traveler's notebooks for this. I find they're great use for projects. I did it for a travel when we went on a trip in 2019. I used a traveler's notebook size, and when it was like a small driving trip. And I think sometimes, we forget to pull out different sizes to kind of make things work for us. Not everything has to be a huge 12 by 12 paper. So the thing I did is I took the periods off of the exclamation point and the question mark and use those as little enamel dots. So here's kind of the final step. It's super easy. I just stick these pages. So I measure out the pages, and I usually work on white cardstock or other cardstock and not directly in the traveler's notebooks when I'm doing something like this that has a lot of piecing. But I can just stamp, like right there, you'll see I just wrote right in the notebook. So here's the end of my process video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. See you next month for using our scraps.